You don't look them in the eyeball? That's nuts. 10 places where eye contact is not recommended.
Yeah. Do not.
In the bedroom.
Person.
China, not recommended.
Yeah, well, I'll look them all in the face and say, you did this to me.
Yeah. Also in China,
what is
being
that?
Muslim, not recommended.
In China, look at that. In China, people make eye contact when they're angry. It's meant to challenge the other person as a sign of disrespect.
Yeah. See? It's a big thing.
Japan,
Not recommended.
Iran,
sometimes.
sometimes.
Depends. If you're looking at, Saddam Hussein or somebody. Look
them in the eyes.
Vietnam.
Eye contact is an accompaniment to many conversations when the participants are friends or family.
Got it.
Strangers, you don't look in a fucking eye. However, eye contact is never appropriate for the opposite gender. You don't look abroad in the eyeballs. You look at the tits.
Yeah.
My eyes are right here.
Yeah.
That's Saudi Arabia. Is that what that said? Where was that? That was Iran?
That was Iran.
Iran, yeah. Iran, not Iran.
Dude.
Iran. They correct you all the time here in LA. Because everybody here, they're all from fucking Iran.
And Iran is the right way or Iran?
Iran is
Iran
how
is
they'll
the right
make
way.
you. Because here in LA, we have a lot of Iranians.
Right.
And they'll tell you Iran, not Iran.
Iran. I just go old school. I just say Persia for Persian.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
They all say Persians. You know that.
Yeah,
They call
Persian.
themselves Persian.
Yeah, because
You know why they say that?
Why?
Well, because the connotation of Iran, because of what happened with the war. People
war.
people like, oh, you're from Iraq? They're like, Iran, like, same to me, pal.
Yeah.
Vietnam, not recommended. Well, I'm not looking at her teeth. Where else am I going to look?
What was that, Stavros?
Jesus Christ. In Vietnam, eye contact is a way of showing interest in the opposite gender. Right. Yeah, that's everywhere around
That's
the
what
fucking
started
world.
the whole
Why
Vietnamese
was that
war.
the
Somebody
photo?
just looked somebody
Yeah.
in the eye.
Why was that the photo?
Why is this the photo? Cambodia. Not recommended to look down on the child that's about to give you a blowjob. What is that photo? What is that photo? Why do they have these weird fucking photos on this website?
Yeah, what the hell is... She's got beautiful eyes, this kid.
Stop it.
Oh.
Indonesia. Sometimes. Go down. Kenya.
Sometimes.
Hong Kong.
Not.
But America's the worst place on earth. South Korea.
America's
Not
so
recommended.
bad.
South Korea. I thought South Korea was... I thought South... Well,
You can't look Bobby in the eye. Don't look him in the eye.
I look him in the eye all the time.
That's why he's not here.
Thailand, it says some eye contact, not too much. U.S. eye contact, welcome.
United
In
Kingdom.
the U.K., of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's one of those things. I guess
It is interesting meeting like your girlfriend's father because you get so in your head. Like my girl's dad, he died. But he was a big, like a Puerto Rican man, but humongous Donald Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Like huge Trump guy. I had no idea.
aren't all Puerto Ricans? Aren't big Puerto Rican? Isn't it big?
It depends. Like, yeah, some are, some. This guy was huge Trump guy, and he died like right after the election. And I just met Jasmine. I barely knew him. I met him like, my daughter Delilah was like 3 months old. And so, but he wasn't coming around that much, but then he started coming around. So I got to know him, and I didn't know his political, I didn't know who he was affiliated with. But when the night after the election, he came over for dinner, and I thought, because Puerto Rico got a Puerto Rican kid, this is all new to me. I went on like, I was like, what a disservice to this country, like all that stuff. Like I was like, I can't believe it's going to be okay. I was like being the father of a, Latinx child. Like I was trying, I was just trying to be like all, like just try to hide the fact that, I voted for the guy. But I was just like, I had no idea. I was like, Latinx child, and this is horrible. And I'm going to do everything I can as a white man to make this better for my child and your child and all this stuff. And like, I swear to God, he was just looking at me and goes, "You done?" And I go, "Yeah." And then I swear to God, out of his, he was walking around like a plastic bag. He pulled out a "Make America Great Again" hat on and he put it down. He goes, "I voted for him. I would have voted for him twice." And then I was like, "Oh boy." And then he died, right? Like a month later.
That's why he died, by the way.
That's why he died.
Yeah.
He was like, "I can't believe my daughter married a gay guy." So he goes, so he passes away, right? And then, obviously Jasmine's very upset. It was sudden. He had a heart attack. So I go to the funeral home in Brooklyn, and she can't even talk, Jasmine. She's like distraught. So we sitting there and going over the funeral arrangements, and she was like, "Please, just like, can you handle this?" I was like, "Yeah, whatever." So we're talking, and then the guy, the funeral director, Italian guy, goes, what was his political affiliation? And Jasmine's like, "Well, I don't know why that's important." And he goes, No, I don't want to be disrespectful. I just, what was his political affiliation, to me? And I go, "Is it okay?" And she goes, "Whatever." I go, he was, he voted for Donald Trump. And he goes, I swear to God, he starts clapping. And he goes,
Give him the good casket.
no, and then he goes, listen to me. He goes, that man voted for Trump? And we said, yeah. He goes, I'm going to get the, the Army, the Coast Guard, what do you call the changing of the guard? He goes, I'm going to get them to come. They're going to play a thing on the flute for him.
Taps.
Yeah, he goes, we're going to get a full military burial for him. Full military burial. He's like, that's on me, on this funeral home. He goes, and I want to get him a wreath. And I want to do something. I want to do something nice for you guys. He goes, because you know what? He goes, I had a funeral in here the other day, right? He goes, these people are going on and on and on. He goes about Hillary this, Hillary that. And I said to them, I said, I'm listening to them. He goes, you got to be respectful. People died and, people get upset. He goes, I said to him, he goes, I'm talking to the guy. He goes, this fucking guy. He goes, honestly, I don't even know what gender this fucking guy was. He goes, I'm talking to this guy. He goes, I asked him. And it's crazy that he's even saying this to us while she's crying and then even saying this to him. Well, they just lost a loved one and he's getting into this. And he goes, I said to the guy, be honest with me. What's one fucking mistake Trump's made so far in 3 months? Just tell me one mistake. Tell me one fucking thing he did wrong. We're proof. He goes, none of this CNN bullshit. He goes, we're proof. Tell me one mistake this guy's made. He goes, and I'm going to give you the funeral for free. Okay? I'm going to give you the funeral for free if you could come in here tomorrow and show me we're proof one mistake that Donald Trump's made. He goes, guess what? They paid full price. He goes, they paid full price. Of course they did, full price, because you can't prove it. Bro, he came in, I swear, I have pictures. I don't know if I put it on my Instagram. I think Jasmine asked me to take it. It was 5 years ago anyway, 6 years ago. He came in with the wreath. Dude, it was bigger than this plant. Like I've never seen, it looked like a Ferris wheel. And it said, make America great again, right by his casket. I swear to God, the family was coming in, like Jasmine's sister is like very liberal. She was like, what the fuck? Who paid for this? She was like, is this one of your jokes? Like they were yelling at me. I was like, he did it. He had a cappuccino machine downstairs in the basement. He was like, come on. He says to me, he goes, you want to have a cappuccino? And I go, I should say, come on. He goes, it's not your real family. Come on. I was like, he goes, it's not like your dad died. Come on. He goes, I go through this shit every day. You don't really care. And I was like, you're right. But I was like, this funeral director, he was fucking amazing. And then he's like, I had to come to see one of your skits. Then he was telling me wild shit about like how Robert De Niro's wanted by the fucking mafia and he can't come down the street. He goes, if De Niro died, I wouldn't bury him.
Why?
Because he said that, I don't know if this is true, but he said that De Niro would finance some of his movies from the mafia, like back in the 90s or 80s, whatever. Some of the studios wouldn't give him the money, so he would finance it through the mafia.
I believe that.
And he never paid the juice back on it. He just would take the money and never pay the juice. Wow. Or they wanted royalties and all this shit. Because it's not, you don't sign a fucking contract with the mafia. You sit in an office and you go, listen, this movie makes this much, you give me the money.
You shake a hand, that's a contract.
He wouldn't do it.
You got to pay the juice.
You got to pay the juice.
Robert De Niro in The Godfather. He's incredible. What is that? What is that? Go back. Why is that a picture of
serious?
Yeah. Getting wet. Camden, New Jersey. Man accused of murdering 6-year-old boy, critically wounding 12. His sister was on combination of PCP and marijuana, a drug sometimes called wet at the time of the crime, according to local. Right. Okay, that's what it is. Getting wet is PCP in your marijuana. Was that you just ripping a fart?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I didn't even do it into the mic.
My God.
You picked that up on the mic? You guys got good mics.
Well, those chairs have we've got fart reverberators on them, so they're plugged right into the mic.
No, because I didn't even try to get
that's
that on
what's
the
getting
show.
wet is PCP inside of weed. But I thought people dipped blunts in formaldehyde. I thought that was a thing.
It's
right?
on Training Day too. Denzel says to Ethan Hawke, like,
"Oh, that's you getting wet."
I didn't know you like to get wet.
Wet. That's exactly. Thank you, Carlos.
Thanks,
See,
Carlos.
Training Day. King Kong does have shit on me.
One time I saw Ethan Hawke at the airport, right in New York. I saw him at the airport, and we were on the same flight. I was like, "That's weird." And then I came back like 2 weeks later from LA, and Ethan Hawke was on my flight going back to New York. I was like, that's fucking weird. I was like,
what's going on, E-Hawk?
I was like, we keep seeing each other in the airport. He was like, Skirty.
He just keeps flying back and forth from New York to LA every single day.
Every day.
Just so people see him on a flight.
There was a story about a dad once who his daughter was a flight attendant and he barely saw her. So for like a week, he just took all her flights. Wherever she goes, he just sat on her flight. I was like, what a stupid thing
Loser
to do.
dad.
I was like,
let me tell you something. Well, he's trying to make up for all those years.
I was
going to
say that ain't going to make up for the times he used to beat the shit out of her mother in front of her.
Hey, you got daddy issues now? I'm on every flight.
Yeah, and they wrote it up like this whole nice news article. Like, what a good dad. I was like, he's making up for scumbag shit he did.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what are you? If you're a good present father, it's like, I'm not going on fucking flights to Detroit with you.
I'm exhausted.
Just come home.
Yeah, come home. By the way, I don't know what's going on with flight attendants lately, but the attitude is through the fucking roof.
You got a toot from a flight attendant?
Lately, almost every flight I get on, they're just in a bad mood.
You know what I've noticed? And this, wherever the flight attendants are coming from, wherever they're based out of, that's what dictates if they're going to enforce the mask rule or not. When I flew out here, I flew from New York to Florida. They didn't give a shit. I had my mask off the entire flight. As soon as I got the first beverage, entire flight, nobody said anything. They didn't. When we were flying from Florida to California, I guess it was the LA base. They, in between sips, it had to be on my chin. If I pulled it on my ear, she would say, "It has in between sips, sir. In between sips, sir." I was like, "Oh my god!" You know what? It's flight. This is a first-hand account. About 3-4 months ago, I forgot where I was flying from. I've never seen this. I was flying first class, and New York to Boston, and no, I was flying first class, short flight, New York to Philly, and you know, they take your jackets, right?
Yeah.
They take your jackets and hang them up,
They
whatever,
hang
you know,
them
polite stuff. So we're, you know, landing or whatever, and the woman flight attendant, she goes, gives the guy his jacket back, you know, and he goes, "There's a crease in this." Like, he was being such a dick. He was like, "There's a crease in this." He goes, "What the fuck did you do to my jacket?" And she was like, "Sir," she was like, I folded it up. She was like, "I'm sorry, you know, we're going to be landing soon. You know, if you'd like to make a report or whatever, you know, being like so professional." And I was like, well, I saw, at first I wasn't listening to the beginning, but then I took my headphones out because like, this is getting like pretty heated. And then the guy goes, "I can't believe I fly this airline all the time. Look, you creased my jacket." Kept going on, and then something snapped. This was a first-hand account. This was not told to me by someone. I witnessed every moment of this. I saw it. I wish I was recording it, but I was just so shocked in the moment. She, you know, he's still yelling, and she goes, "Sure, sir, shut the fuck up." I swear to God. She goes, "Sir, shut the fuck up and sit down." She goes, and then the other flight attendant came and like tried to like, you know, like get in, was like, "All right." And then she went and sat like in her bucket seat because I had the angle, you know, like when you're sitting in first class, something you could see
them. Yeah,
I could see her sitting in the bucket seat, and she's like, "This fucking scumbag," like she was going off. And then he walked out, like he like, you know, zoomed past her, and she ice grilled him the whole way. Like, she was not like, "I'm sorry," like she didn't come to her senses.
Good for her though.
She was like, "You shut the fuck up and stay seated, sir."
Good for her.
And I was like,
"Fuck that dude."
Yeah, and it was almost to the point where I swear to God, like the people around us, we almost like started clapping for the flight because he was being such a dick.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, sometimes they are, but that's my thing is I'm always so polite and nice, but sometimes you catch an attitude from them.
Yeah.
Like, I was nice on the flight to St. Louis, and American has stopped doing like certain food services now, you know, because of all this bullshit. But the woman,
I know, it's so
she gets a coffee.
Yeah.
And then I politely said, "Is there a meal service on this flight?" Because I didn't know if there was. I'm genuinely asking. She goes, "I'll get it to you after I serve everyone a drink." And I was like, "No, I was just asking. I didn't know if there was one." She goes, "Yes, there is. After can I do all the drinks?" And I was like, "Okay, you fucking bitch." Yeah, I was being so nice. And then but I think the thing is, like, they've dealt with so much bullshit. It's not like it used to be. Years ago, they were all in such a good mood.
I know.
Because their money was probably better. Their hours weren't as insane. Now they're overworked and underpaid. So they're like, fuck you. Here's your jacket, you fucking piece of shit. That's what the head should have. You know Ed DeBevick's? Do you know what that is?
No.
It was a restaurant in Chicago where they were mean to you. Bring up Ed DeBevick's. Part of the service was they were an asshole to you.
That's fun. That's fun.
They go, "Here's your steak, fat ass," and they walk away. My dad used to be like, "You should get a job at DeBevick's. Should be perfect for it." But that's the deal. You're supposed to be a bully. A lot of like Second City people and stuff like that work there, improv kids.
Why'd they close it down? I guess you can in this climate, right?
It's kind of hard. You throw a couple racial slurs, you get sued.
Like, whoa.
No, they still might be open. I have no idea.
Dude,
are they still there? Does it say?
It's open.
They're still open?
Oh, at DeBevick's. Let's go.
But now they're going to be PC when they're mean to you.
Oh, God.
"Yeah, here's your steak, you cis white male," and everyone's like, "Oh, burn,
bang,
bang."
I bet you voted Democrat.
Oh, yeah. They used to be Mean to you. What is this? Oh, see.
Save you money so you can figure out how to leave me a decent tip, okay? Because right now I have no prayer at all.
So far, you're not earning one.
You know what, Grandpa? If I was nice to you, I'd get canned, okay? If you want good service, you go somewhere else. I know Hooters is probably more your speed.
This is how unfortunate this is. This made the news back in 2015 because people were like, oh, a mean server. They've been doing this for like 50 fucking years.
It's so dumb.
They've been doing this for so long, but now people are like,
Huh? How could you say that?
that's crazy. It's on the internet. Can you believe she would say that? Dude, they've been doing that and they used to be mean to you. And
Don't
I mean
they do that at the
mean.
Wiener Circle too in Chicago? Aren't they
Well,
mean to you and
dude,
shit?
yeah,
or
but
is that
that's-
just not even an act?
That's not an act.
That's like they work at the DMV.
You know,
and they
you
just make
bring up a
hot
video
dogs.
of the Wiener Circle. I went there when I shot my special and they had these three beautiful large black women and they say, well, because look, they deal with little college kids all the time up there.
Right.
So drunk ass college kids, they started lighting them up and that's kind of part of the culture over there. What you want, you little small dick piece of shit? You're like, hot dog. She's like, shut the fuck up. And you get your it's a good hot dog.
Shut up, Tyler.
Shut up, Cassidy. Joe bitch ass.
Little vaccinated bitch ass.
Joe vaccinated bitch ass. Come
Oh,
over here.
the bean.
This motherfucker got boosted. You know he got 2 boosters, this motherfucker. Yeah, no, they do. They light you up at the Wiener Circle. But that's not, that wasn't the history of the restaurant.
Yeah, that's
Ed
just-
DeBevich's whole joke was
That's
being
like
mean to you.
Dick's Last Resort. Don't they do that at that restaurant? But that's more of like a chain of it. Like they light you up at Dick's Last Resort and they write, like they give you like big Pope hats and they write like you're a piece of shit on it.
They should do that. They should have a Dick's Last Flight
Dick's Last Flight.
and do an airline, Dick's Airline.
Oh, where they just, dude, yeah, I'm like a whatever.
I'm like a pothole?
What? If you fly JetBlue is the only one giving like full service meals like it was in
Love.
2019. Everybody else, I flew Delta out here and the lady sitting next to me in Delta, this is pretty funny too. The flight attendant was nice about it, but the woman goes, whatever says the choices of the breakfast. And she goes, do you have anything with green? Like, I'm looking for something with green. And the flight attendant was like, all our food is in a box.
You want a salad, bitch? Wait till you land.
Yeah,
okay?
it's all our food is in a box. And then when I was flying from New York to Tampa here, I sat next to a pilot. You know, like sometimes pilots.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, we were like an hour and a half into the flight, and he's like looking out the window, and like I saw him like looking, and he goes, "This plane don't sound good," and I was like, "Really?" Like he was like, "I think it's gonna be fine, but it don't sound good." And I was like,
What?
"Well, I swear to God." And I was like,
Jesus.
"Really?" And then I asked him. We kind of struck up a conversation for literally 2 minutes. But I asked him, because this was the flight to Tampa, nobody was wearing a mask. I said, "Do you guys wear masks in the cockpit?" He goes, "I never wore a mask once in the cockpit."
Yeah, why would he though?
Yeah, it
It's
was
just
like-
him and one other guy.
Yeah, they take it right off immediately.
Well, here's the irony about the mask thing, and I don't want to get too deep into that because who cares? But
Yeah.
it's weird that they're like, you wear a mask when you're sitting still, just breathing usually out your nose, you know?
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, you know, how much
So
is coming
dumb.
out? But when you're eating, you're like,
Yeah.
there's all this shit getting into the
Yeah, it's
air.
so fucking
It's
dumb.
the weirdest time they're like, take off your mask while you're eating. You're like, burping and
Yeah.
it's spitting food out of your mouth. But they're like, no. It has to be when you're sitting still, breathing out of your
Donnie
nose.
was telling me a story. I don't even remember this. Like a few months ago when they did the mask mandate, Southwest pilots were like, yeah, we're just not going to fly the flights. And then Southwest had to reverse their mask mandate because the pilots were like, yeah, we're just not doing it because we're all hicks.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Southwest, Southwest.
Dude, Southwest, honestly, man,
The bus in the sky.
every time I've flown Southwest, it's a great experience. The Wi-Fi's fantastic. I get mad leg room.
Uh-huh.
Everything's good. Always good with Southwest. Spirit Airlines is fucking piece of shit.
I've never flown it once.
Never flown Spirit. We should do. That's what we should do.
Fly Spirit and die.
Yeah, that's all I'll get the booster off. Let me fly Spirit, no mask.
I gotta. Does Spirit go overseas? They don't fly over water.
No,
do
they'll
they?
never make it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They run out of gas.
No, dude, they'll never make it.
Does Spirit go overseas? Spirit Airlines 47 domestic and 28 international destinations
Get
in
the
18
fuck out of
countries.
here.
Hey, let's go to Aruba, Colombia, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala. They all go to all his countries. Any Central or South America airlines, whenever you go to LAX and you go past the terminal, you can tell that they make them bring their own tape in case something falls apart.
Yeah, that's like you know. I was watching the thing. You ever seen like airline disasters or some shit? You know that show like Worst
Oh,
Air?
yeah.
I was watching once about like Korean Air, and like in Korea, you cannot if you are the whatever assistant pilot. What are they called? What's the main
Co-pilot.
pilot? If you're the co-pilot, you cannot ever direct your superior ever. And so
What do you mean? Like if he makes a mistake, you can't say
Can't.
anything?
So that everybody died on this flight because they had like the black box recorder. This guy, the pilot, was flying directly into a fucking mountain, and all the co-pilot had to do was
Excuse me?
I think you this at a mountain. That's all he had to do.
Mountain?
Just
one word. He was afraid to say it.
But he says over the black box, he goes, whatever. He was like the pilot is going to fly into a mountain. He goes, so I want you to tell my wife and kids I love it. So he swear to God. Like he didn't do anything.
Oh my God.
That was the only thing they had. That's how they do. And they weren't laughing about our airline. It's just like, unfortunately, in their culture, I was like, what the fuck?
What do you mean? You can't even make a suggestion?
Couldn't. So he just, the pilot was just driving. He was like, skies look great. And then he just flew it right into a fucking, and the other co-pilot was like, that's a Mount Fuji you're going to hit. And then that was his last words. He goes, just tell my wife and kids I love them, because the pilot just flew it right into
What is this? Malcolm Gladwell's cockpit culture theory and the Asiana crash. That's what it is.
So there you go. Malcolm Gladwell. What a good lady Malcolm Gladwell is.
And your stories from one of his books, though.
What'd you say?
The story of the Korean Air
is it?
Is in one of his books. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I don't read,
They had
Carlos.
to redo, they made all Korean pilots learn English so that they wouldn't have, because the language is so hierarchical in Korea.
What do you mean? Like
the pilots had to learn English to communicate in English to each other.
Wow.
Because of the hierarchy of the Korean language wouldn't allow them to talk to their superiors, but English is just you.
He doesn't know what hierarchy means. You got it. That's the
yeah,
problem.
patriarchy?
Yeah. There's only one.
Yeah.
There's only one archy over here, baby.
Hey,
Patriarchy.
I'm Archie Bunker.
Yeah, no, they had to learn English because they had an ability to speak to each other at a similar.
It's crazy, dude. If you look at like other cultures, like if I was meeting my girl's father, in America you have to look them in their eye, or it's disrespectful. In Asian culture, you look them in their eye, it's disrespectful. So it's like you don't know if you meet if you had a Korean wife and you looked her father in the eye, he'd be like, "Get this guy's a fucking piece of shit."
Where are you supposed to look? In their chest?
I don't think you're supposed to keep your head down. It's like a culture thing. You have to keep your
head down. Where are you supposed to look?
You can't look at these guys in the eye. That's very disrespectful in the Asian culture.
See, Americans, if you shake someone's hand and you don't look them in the eye.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah,
that's part of it. Okay, that's just a UFO sighting spiked dramatically during the coronavirus. Why is that?
Well, because I saw this on Ancient Aliens, where every time there's a pandemic.
You sound like my dad. My father loves Ancient Aliens.
I mean,
Fox
Ancient
News
Aliens
and Ancient Aliens. That's all it is.
Yeah.
He's like, Tucker Carlson and the UFOs.
Yes.
It's funny that the same guys that are just like hardcore Republicans are also like, pyramids were built by aliens, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because they say like the sightings, there were no triangles. Nobody did triangles before the Egyptians did them in the pyramids, and they say that some of the alien ships that they're seeing now are perfect triangles.
But don't you think that could have just been figured out by a guy at some point?
No.
You don't think so? You don't think some guy was just like, oh, okay, and that shape made sense? Look at that.
Yeah.
They are beautiful structures.
Have you ever been there?
No, I'm not going to fucking Egypt.
Why?
Yuck. I'm just kidding. No, I'm joking. No.
You know what's funny is they say like literally.
I do want to go back.
Like half a mile now from these pyramids is a Pizza Hut. There's a Pizza Hut.
I think it's less than. I think there's one inside the third pyramid. Pizza Hut, the pyramid. Oh, look at that. Pizza Hut, you can see the pyramid. By the way, I like that. Get a cheesy stuffed crust and fucking go ahead and see the pyramids.
Why the hell not?
Who's going to say no to that, dude? I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that show, Idiot Abroad, Carl Pilkington.
And Gervais.
That was my favorite bit that they did when they went to those old cities, those ruins that were built into the wall, built into the mountainsides. And the palace was on one side.
Oh, I think it's like in Iran, right?
Is it in Iran?
It's in
the middle. It's in the Middle East. Yeah. And he goes, and they take him to the palace, and then they take him to the slums, and he was like, "Well, I'd rather live in the slums. How about you wake up and look at a palace every morning? Why would you want to wake up in a palace, look at the slums every fucking morning?" And I was like, it actually makes so much sense.
Yeah,
it's like that is what I like not living fancy, rich in the Hollywood Hills. Yeah. Because I get to look up at the mountains.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't want to look down at scum like me.
Ugh.
Nah, I don't want to live fancy and look down.
Gross.
By the way, I did, first class that I was flying in this morning, only because I didn't pay for it. It did that thing where you get on the plane in the middle and then you split left and right.
Ooh.
You know that? Where left is first class and right is
Yeah.
And it was kind of fun because there was a woman who was causing a real annoying fit at the front desk. like complaining about like why she was in whatever group she was in. She's an older blonde lady, big hair, probably had 2 fucking bottles of Kim Crawford Chardonnay before by 8 a.m. And she was just like, she was just being like annoying. She's just loud. It's 8:30 in the fucking morning, and she's like,
relax.
and the desk person is just like, bitch.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? It's a computer. You have one. What do you want? It's over. And she wants to be in a whatever. Anyway, I get on the plane. And then I see her get on, and she's kind of looking fancy, like she has rich stuff on. You know when somebody looks like they have rich stuff? I don't even know, but it looks like
Pete's,
it.
Like Pete's, Fancy's pants.
Exactly.
Today.
He looks like he has rich stuff.
Yeah.
It turns out it's Tommy Hilfiger.
Right.
And I'm on the plane, and I get up to grab my charger. I've already been on the plane. I get up to get my charger out of my bag, and I look, and this old annoying cow doesn't make a left with us. She goes down to the back of the plane.
Yeah.
I liked it. That's what she gets.
Yes.
For complaining and thinking that she's important. People think they're important all the time.
No.
You're not fucking special.
And then you're going to Hawaii.
I'm going to Hawaii. Come on, I want to lay you, man. I cannot wait. I'm going to the Big Island. I've never been to the Big Island before.
I've never been to Hawaii, period. Have you been to
What?
Hawaii, period? No.
Yes,
No.
it's incredible.
Yeah. Is it great?
I've been a few times. How have you never been?
Well, because I think people who live in California like go there, but you gotta, for us, it's like a 12-hour thing.
Right, it's only 5 for us.
Yeah, so you could. I'm sure there's people in LA who go to Hawaii for the weekend and come back.
I don't know about the weekend, but people do. Oh yeah, rich people, I guess they do.
No, we go to in
You've
New
been
York.
to
We go
Hawaii,
to
right?
Atlantic City.
Oh, you guys, did you go with Bobby?
Yeah.
Last
and
time?
Also, we're going next week.
Oh, you guys are going back? Well,
Yeah.
but Bobby's not coming.
In
No.
by another Asian.
No, he's divorced.
No, he's with Olivia Munn. It's all over the news. He came out. He's dating Olivia Munn. This is like he
Oh,
left his wife
I'm
and
not
now
I'm not up to date.
Yeah, well, you know,
Wait a minute, this just happened. Didn't he just go to rehab and get a divorce?
and now he's with Olivia Munn. It's kind of like it was one of, like it was one of those things. I was sitting with Jasmine, my girlfriend, who's like 8 months pregnant, and she said the same thing. She was like, "Wasn't John Mulaney?" She's like, "I thought that he was in rehab, and like he always talks about his wife." And I was like, "Yeah, but because she saw on the New York Post, and she was like, and now he's out with Olivia Munn." And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh hell no."
Oh,
She like
hell
said that.
no.
She said that for like she was like, if I was John Mulaney's
If I was John
ex-wife,
Mulaney's
she
ex-
was like, I would be in his face like, you ain't walking around with this half Asian bitch in front of me. Like I mean, let's just be let me just be honest on the record. I don't care what it says. I mean, Olivia Munn, she is, vixen beautiful. She is going to ruin his life.
Yeah. And
You thought drug rehab was
he's
bad?
going back to rehab.
Yeah, it's gonna get bad. But I mean, sign me up. I mean, I'd love to ruin my life with actually Olivia Munn or John Mulaney. He's a hottie. I agree with Rudy.
I'm gonna go with Mulaney on this one over Olivia Munn.
I'd
I'd pick him over her.
Hold him down and break him.
Well, because you can
Mulaney.
control him.
Yeah, I'd like to
He's
control
definitely
him.
not a type A.
Yeah, like if he starts, coming around, I'll just slap him around. I say, John.
Well, what do you get? You
I would say,
want to
John,
hang out and have sex?
I grab him by the throat and I say, John, you shut up and you kiss me softly on the lips right now. Fucking do it. Fucking do it.
He's like, well, I guess I will.
You like that? Go ahead. Put on my
I like John Mulaney. I think he's a very funny dude. I had no. The one thing I found very strange was he did like all these that Netflix thing he did with all the kids.
Yes.
I was like, who is this for?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's just here's what I like him. I think he's a very funny dude.
He's an undeniably talented guy.
Yeah, but also, it's weird when you do a kids show when you don't have kids. I'm always, if you're a guy, if you're a girl like Tiffany Haddish talking to dumb young kids, funny.
Yeah.
John Mulaney doing a play, kind of like a theater play with kids,
Right.
who doesn't physically have kids. I'm always like,
Right. I don't think it's one of those things where I don't think that it's anything necessarily inappropriate. Like I
didn't think inappropriate. I think it's
I'm
weird.
thinking that's what I was going to get to. I think that it's just like there's a part of his brain that's a little like weird.
Yeah, because if you have kids and you do a kids show, it's total. It's like it's why like what did Sandler was like.
Yeah.
People talk shit. I started making kids movies because I have kids now.
That's
like I made movies for my kids.
Well, that's the thing is, if I was in Adam Sandler's position or even a John Mulaney's position, I had the ability, I would probably make a kid show only because the entertainment I'm watching 90% of my day is children's stuff with
All
my
day.
kids. So it's like it's not even for them. It's just that's where my mind is in that zone. So I'm thinking about children's books, children's stuff, like
Right.
animation, because that's all I watch.
So maybe he was watching a lot of kid stuff.
Maybe he's
on his
yeah.
downtime. He just loved kid stuff.
Well, he's because a lot of white guys who like are into anime and all that stuff, they also have an Asian fetish. And here you go.
Yeah.
With Olivia Munn.
Yeah, why is that a thing?
Yeah.
It's white guys, really nerdy white guys love Asian stuff and really nerdy black guys. Nerdy black guys, Ron Funch has had a great joke. He said every young nerdy black kid wants to be Japanese.
Right.
And I think
what's
that's
the reason for that, you think?
I don't know.
Why do young black kids want to be Japanese?
Young
Maybe
black
that's the name of the episode.
Ron said young black nerdy kids.
I'm
wanna
gonna
be
go.
Japanese.
I'm gonna make a statement and say all young black men
Want
to be Japanese.
I feel it. I mean, the Wu-Tang Clan. What was that about?
What was that about? Tiger Woods?
What was that about?
What was that about?
So if Olivia Munn breaks up with Mulaney,
Mm-hmm.
you'd think you'd be interested in him. And you know he's also old compared to what you're.
He's
talking
older
about.
than me. He's older than us.
He
has a lot more money than us.
What is he? 40?
No, he's like 30. He's our age. He's 36, 37.
Oh wow.
He started stand up when he was 15, 16 years old.
He's fucking killing it. That's
Killing
insane.
it.
Good
I
for
know.
him, dude.
Good for him. I'm driving a Nissan Armada.
It's a Nissan Marauder, isn't it?
I thought it was a Nissan Your Mama.
Your mama, 38 years old.
What's his birthday? August 26th?
Yeah,
Guess who else's birthday is August 26th? Christopher Paul Anthony Distefano.
that's right.
Moi.
You share a birthday.
He's exactly 2 years older than me and exactly $100 million ahead of me.
At least.
Yeah, he's a whole F1 sports team ahead of me.
Who else is type in famous people's birthday?
I know one.
August 26th.
Macaulay Culkin.
Really?
Macaulay Culkin, August 26th. Let's see if famous August 26th birthdays, if mine even pop. I don't even think I'm on the. I'm not even on the.
You'll never make it.
notable alumni from my high school.
No. Oh, you're not?
I'm not.
Oh, now say the Lisp of Spain.
Lith.
If you study Spanish long enough, sooner or later you'll want to kill yourself. What is that? Why does it say that? Sooner or later you'll hear a tale about Spanish King Ferdinand, who supposedly spoke with a lisp, causing Spaniards to imitate him, pronouncing the Z and sometimes the C to be pronounced with the S and the th. So they copied the king.
Thin.
That's how lack of any sort of personal integrity the Spanish have. They just copied the king.
Well, everything, even curse words all come from the king. Like that's what fuck means. You know what fuck means?
I've heard this, but this has also been debunked over the years.
No, I've heard that it's real.
The fornication under the consent of the king.
Yes.
This has been debunked many times because there is a we're gonna go on a history dive, you and I.
Yeah, I always make it happen.
You can do etymology of fuck. He won't know how to spell etymology.
Let's give it a shot. No, E.T.
Oh yes, he did.
Wow.
Yes, he did. So that thing under the consent of the king, I've heard, but also there is a word that is Latin that they think it suggests it might come from as well. This article is definitely not good. Well, there you go. Attested from early as 16 COED, second edition for the forms of Fouquet, and the earliest attested appearance of current spelling. 1553. Presumably, it's more ancient word. See, it's a more ancient word, but we don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We don't really know.
Well, we don't really know.
Oh, look at that though. Buck cites proper name John Le Fucker from 1278. Dude, John Le Fucker. John Le Fucker. Pardon. Huh? What is your name? John Le Fucker. I would love to hang out with John Le Fucker. Who is this guy? Let's look up John Le Fucker.
Look at John Le Fucker.
No, that's not. He's not. Gonna, there's going to be no images of him. It was from the fucking 1200s. Go to all.
There he is.
There's John Le Fucker.
John Le Fucker.
He's living literally near my house. This guy lives on the bridge. Go to all. Go back to all because I want to read his Wikipedia.
John Le Fucker. Here we go.
Right there. Click on that.
Was an Englishman.
Zoom in. He was an Englishman who appears in the administrative record of 1278 who has attracted attention unusual surname. His name has been proposed as incorporating the earliest recorded instance of the English swear word fuck, but this interpretation has been challenged. See, no one...
I'm sorry, Rudy. I said I wouldn't, but because you said I had a fat face, I just wanted to get you back one time.
No, I'm used to it.
Okay.
It's so
sorry.
gross. Have you ever farted in front of the team? You farted in here once.
No.
Yes, I think we caught you once.
No.
Yes, Rudy.
Yes.
We did.
Yes, we did. Remember, Fancy? Because she went like this. She was like, she coughed. You did fart in front of us one time.
No.
Yes,
No.
look at she's embarrassed now. Fine,
No.
I'll stop.
No, Filipino, they don't.
They don't fart.
Very small butts and very small buttholes.
John Le Fucker, by the way, is not real.
He's got to be real.
I mean, it was a guy, but it's just not. He didn't do anything. Le Fucker.
La Fucker.
Le Fucker. He was an Englishman, oddly enough, so it's not. It was John Le Fucker. Hey, I'm John Le Fucker. Isn't that your friend, John Le Fucker?
John Le Fucker.
Hello, John Le Fucker it is. It's a great name.
Hello. John Le Fucker.
If your kid is born on the 4th of July, you're going to name it America or Stars and Stripes
No.
or Guns or what?
Donald.
Donnie.
Donnie. No, if it's a girl, Melania. If it's a guy, Donald. Nah, we're gonna name her Betsy Ross.
What do you have a name picked? You can't say it on the air, I'm sure.
No. Why couldn't we? Are you not allowed to say that?
I think women have a thing with saying the name. It's a little bit of a jinx.
Oh, okay. So then I guess. So
I don't know if Jazz might get mad. It's on you.
Okay.
You'll get
I won't. All right. Yeah. No, we were gonna name.
You've never said it on the other pods.
No, have I said it already on the other pods?
Oh, you have? Oh, you idiot. Did you tell Jazz about that?
Yeah, Jazz knows. Oh, Jazz doesn't know. Okay, so we won't say it then.
Pimp's like,
We won't say it
"Don't
on.
do it."
Yeah, I'm gonna name her Rudy.
It is a very pretty name,
Rudy and Ruby. Ruby's a very pretty name.
but neither are her real name. Her real name is Juliana.
So why do they call her Rudy?
Rudy Giuliani.
Juliana's a beautiful name too. I like Juliana. Juliana is a beautiful name. And
She
call her
hates-
Jewel,
she-
but
she
we
doesn't
can't
like
name
it.
that because there's already a baby Julie in my family, so we can't do that. But Juliana,
Did they call you Julie when you were a kid?
Yan.
Same, I guess.
same.
That's like, did they call you Mark? It was like, no, they call me Steven. You're like, oh, right, yeah.
yes.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Wait, yen?
Yan.
Isn't that
Yan.
Chinese money?
Man, the Chinese are taking over everything.
Everything. No, isn't it?
Even the Filipinos' names.
I think $1 is a Chinese yen.
Yeah, yen.
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 Yeah.
What is it? What is yen? What is yan?
I don't know. My aunt just said that, and then it just started my nickname.
Oh.
Yeah. But now, do people in your family call you Rudy, or only known as Rudy on this podcast?
Yeah, only here.
Only here.
Do you like it?
I'm getting used to it.
Will you write a book one day because you have felt like you've been pressured into doing things on the show?
No.
She has always opted out of anything she didn't want to do on the show or be a part of. She's always been the controller of her own universe. Isn't that right, Rude? Isn't that right, Rudy?
Yes.
Yeah, great. See how that works? Yeah, Rudy. Just tell her what to do. She has to do it. She's got to say what she has to say into the camera. I want her to take more control. Let's close the show strong with Rudy.
No, I don't want to go.
All right, we'll stay.
I gotta go.
You do. You got to go to Dinsky Doodles.
I gotta go to Dinsky Doodles. We didn't get in any resis.
No.
No reservations.
Well, it's Saturday.
I know.
So-
I'm always at like 6 o'clock. Like, hey, you got a party for 9 at 6:45?
Yeah. No
They're
chance.
like, no.
They're like, yeah, sure, on the roof.
Yeah.
You want to sit up by the air conditioning unit where the cooks smoke?
Yeah. We're gonna go to Malibu first and take family portraits on El Matador Beach
Today?
with homeless Pimpy.
Today.
Yeah, because of sunset.
If it is, you got to get out of here.
No, but sunset. We want to do
Oh,
sunset.
sunset. You got a couple hours. You got hours. You
Yeah,
got
and then
time.
we're gonna go to a restaurant though.
Do you know Caitlyn Jenner is running for mayor of
Do
Los
you know
Angeles?
that I'm trying to move things around where I can get a
Governor.
legal Los
Governor.
Angeles
I meant
address
governor. Sorry.
to give her a vote?
governor?
Republican. Got my vote.
Okay, so here's what's crazy. She's running as a Republican. She's always been a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
She's against gay marriage. Where do we live?
Oh, I love it.
She's a transgendered famous person who's against a part of a community that she is a part of, right? LGBTQIA. Or what is it now? It's LGBTQIA, whatever. And I mean, I'm not saying this in a disrespectful manner. Obviously, I don't know all the acronyms now because they've just added some new. She's a part of this community and she's against it.
Yeah.
That's the craziest
It's the craziest
shit
thing.
I've ever heard in my fucking... I don't care that she's a Republican. I'm not saying that means as much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, how can you be against gay marriage? I don't understand.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't understand that as someone who isn't trans.
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck if
Yeah.
gay guys want to get... Gay women who... I don't want to go to your wedding at all.
Yeah. I don't want to go to a heterosexual wedding.
They're fucking annoying.
Annoying.
I'm going to another... I got to go to another one.
Yeah.
I got to go to another one, and I'm dreading it.
Yeah.
By the way, you want to ban gay marriage? Ban straight marriage, too.
Yes.
Ban all marriage.
Yes.
I'm in. Fine.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Ban all marriage. Ban all marriage. Ban all marriage. Get rid of
Ban.
marriage. It's insane.
Yeah.
You
Do it.
never want to get married, right? Yeah,
No.
she said that. She's
Yeah.
smart.
Good.
I don't know. How could you, against other people doing stuff? What kind of fucking bananas nonsense is that you're like, I don't like that those people want to do something.
No, it's ridiculous.
Mind your own business. You idiot. Anyway, I'm still going to vote for her.
Yes. Yeah, of course. I
think
vote.
she'll. No, I do think she'll probably win. I genuinely
Yeah.
mean that. I think she will
Yeah.
just because of popularity
For
alone.
me, it's 3 R's.
Wait,
Just
where
with
are you guys going?
Kauai.
Yeah, Kauai's great. It's like very vegetative. I've been to Maui, Kauai. I've never been to the Big Island though.
What's the Big Island?
Hawaii.
Is that like Honolulu? Where Honolulu
No,
is?
Honolulu is Maui.
So
The Big Island's called the Big Island. It's Hawaii, the Big Island.
Oh, so, but wait, so you're saying like when you fly into a place, you're like somebody's address
going
says,
to
I live
Kona.
on 1713 Pineapple Street, the Big Island.
It's actually Coconut Road.
Yeah.
See, look, that's the one I'm going to, the big one, down in the bottom.
Hawaii.
There you go.
So Kauai, how far of a flight is from Hawaii to the last one, to Kauai?
I think it's only an hour.
But so do you, when you get on a flight, when you fly, like when you were going from Los Angeles to Hawaii,
To Big Island,
do
yeah.
you always have to land on the Big Island and then you take little planes from there?
No,
or you can go
fly,
direct?
You can fly right into Honolulu.
Got it. Honolulu's on
Honolulu
on
is Oahu. Sorry, yeah, that's right. And Maui is Wailea or whatever. Lanai is the one I want to go to.
Got it.
That's where they have all the pygmy wolves that you can catch. You can run out and catch. You can do hunt and go seek.
But
with
do
pygmy
you, like
wolves.
when you go to Hawaii, could you have to just usually pick one island, or can you go in one trip, go to
No,
a
a
bunch
lot of people
different
will fly into the Big Island, and then you can. I think you can take boats and cruises and trips to around. There's cruises that go to all of them. You know.
But which one looks more like, is in Honolulu looks like just a city, right? Like you're not really in Hawaii when you go to Honolulu.
Honolulu kind of feels like shitty Beverly Hills.
Got it.
It's kind of has like a lot of fight as like Tommy Hilfiger stores and
Right.
Kate Spade. It has a lot of like typical commercial shit. Maui does too. I mean, I think Kauai has the least amount of the shit,
Right.
and the Big Island is the most populous, so it has everything you've ever needed.
Have you ever done stand up there at that Blue Pearl Room or something like that?
No, but that's literally why I'm going tomorrow to do stand up.
No, I know to do stand up, but
Yeah.
but not at that place.
Oh, I've never performed in Hawaii, whether it's for a private event like I'm doing
Yeah.
or for public. I do know people that do that have gone.
Is it
to
just you tomorrow too?
I
Just a
know.
one man show?
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
No, but who cares? You just go in there and you fucking.
There's gonna be it. There's like 15 people. There's gonna be it. They hand me the mic and I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Hey. Hi, hey.
Hey.
And 3 guys are just gonna be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but we'll have fun.
Well, fun. And then you go and you'll hang out there for a few days.
Might have to do a hey. Yeah, but hang out for a few days and
Good.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go swim with sharks, which I'm excited about, and hopefully get my wife out there, and then the boat takes off.
Great.
Help! And I'm like, where'd she go?
Yeah, dude. You come back and
Yeah, well, then you and I can do what we always wanted to do.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think
I know. My
I think
Jasmine
it's gonna be
would
fun.
make it back.
Huh?
Jasmine would fucking make it back. I know she'd make it back. Even 8 months
She'd
pregnant.
swim back.
She'd swim back on the back of a shark.
She'd come out of the water, Malibu, like, you motherfucker. She
Yeah,
would, yeah,
she would
Rosie
come out.
Perez it. Yeah.
Bitch.
I swam all the way back.
Yeah, she'd swim back to New York.
What should I do when I'm in Hawaii, Rudy, this time? Tell me what you guys are gonna do.
We're gonna go hiking,
Boo, I do that here.
diving,
Oh, I like diving.
and that's it.
And that's it.
And who's going? You and Kalila?
And
Her sister.
her sister.
Yeah. That's gonna be so fun.
So fun. And you guys get an Airbnb? You stay in a hotel?
I think Airbnb.
Airbnb is the way to go, right? Are you staying in a hotel, Smelly, or an Airbnb?
I'm staying in a hotel,
Nice one.
but I'm staying in a nice one.
Yeah.
One of the nicest ones.
Yes.
One of the ones where, you know,
Yeah.
one of the ones where you stay at it and you're like, this is a very nice hotel.
Yeah. One of the ones where they're like whites only.
Yeah, you walk in, they go, sir, you are perfect, because I am very, very white.
No.
If you got a little tanny wanny, they're like, excuse me, sir.
Sorry.
And you turn, you're like, my name is Bryce. And they're like, come on,
Come
in.
on.
You're fine. We just didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm staying at a fancy pantsy
I was in
hotel.
a Ritz-Carlton 2 years ago. It must be 2019. It was me, Jazz, and the 2 kids. And I walked to the Ritz-Carlton. I walked in a little bit ahead, and I was holding the bags. And the guy, bell person came over, and then Jazz came, and she was holding both the kids' hands and some bags. And the guy said to me,
Is that your nanny?
no, in front of her. He goes, okay, Dad. He goes, Dad, kids, he's like, you guys want a drink? He goes, and Mrs. Nanny, what would you like? And she was like, excuse me?
So bad.
And because he just genuinely thought,
yeah.
and he was like, and then she
I
was
would make the same mistake.
she was like, Mrs. Nanny? She was like, I'm married to him. I was like, that now you're getting crazy. We're dating.
It's Ms. Nanny to you,
to
pal.
you, bitch. I was like, we're together.
She kind of is the nanny.
Yeah.
I take that back. I take it back, Jazz. I take it back. I don't
No,
want her to beat
but,
the
I
shit
mean-
out of me.
No, she is. Well, no, her transgender uncle, TT Jerry, is technically our nanny and our cleaning lady.
Is he a godmother to your kids?
He will be. Actually, Jazz and I discussed that today because she said we're having a second baby due July 4th. And she...
America.
And we talked about TT Jerry being the godmother and father.
But TT is still a man. He hasn't transitioned yet.
He has a Pishka deal, but he's on estrogen hormone therapy.
Right.
So he's getting boobies. So he has boobies already. And he said he never wants to cut it off because he likes having a penis. He likes feeling the ass of a man.
But wait a minute. But at what point then, when he's going through the transition, does he go?
He just wants
become
tits.
female.
He doesn't want to become fully. He doesn't ever want to cut off his peeps.
But does he want to be called he or she?
He said whatever. Like for example, when he came and did my podcast, Chrissy Chaos Tuesdays, 11 a.m. Eastern.
Please
time.
listen to it. It's incredible.
Thank you. He and also Hey Babe Thursdays 11 a.m. Eastern time and patreon.com/Christy Comedy.
We're gonna cut all this out. Go ahead.
Thank you. He Magic Spoon. He when he came in to do my podcast, he was wearing one of my sweatshirts from the Denver Comedy Works. And then when he left, he was wearing one of Jasmine's leather jackets. So he in one day told us if he feels like a man, he comes and acts like a man. If he feels like a woman, he comes out and acts like a woman. If you go to his Instagram at T.O. Jerry, right?
That's TT Jerry.
Are you doing comedy spots tonight or no?
Fuck no.
No,
I gotta get on a plane first thing in the morning.
Rudy, do you think I look skinnier this time?
You look the same.
You do look the same.
But
You don't think you lost weight? Did you think you lost weight?
from the last time?
Well,
I
how much
saw you
how much do you weigh?
in September.
How much do you weigh?
Right now, maybe 225, but when I saw you, it was 240.
No, you weren't.
Yes.
Were you really?
So why doesn't anybody care about
Well, that
me?
sweater makes you look bulky. I know
what
you're
about on my
skinnier.
face?
You're skinnier underneath. Your face looks the same. I don't think his face. Did his face skin?
It's the same.
It's the same.
Would you say you have a fatter face or a face it doesn't look fat?
In the middle.
In the middle. You have a middle face.
What about Andrew's face?
Thinner.
Yes. What about homeless face? What about pimp's face?
In the middle.
In the middle.
Okay.
How about fancy? What about his face? He's a little fat in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little fat in the face.
Okay.
I love leading.
What
her
about
into
Bobby's
stuff.
face?
Jesus
Fat.
Christ. XL.
Fat. So he's fat. So I don't have a fat face,
No.
but it's
No.
in between. Andrew's face is skinny.
Well, it's thinning out because I didn't eat lunch.
You know what I've noticed about? One thing I have noticed about since I've been getting a little older is literally my body. I mean, it feels like pants will fit Friday and they won't fit Sunday if I eat bad Saturday.
No, that's a fact.
But
Yeah.
but when I was in my 20s, it didn't matter. It would take a month to get
Yeah.
fat. Now it genuinely is in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Your whole life changes.
Well, dude, yesterday I ate the worst meals I could have eaten, and then Rogan wanted to go out after we did the show, and so he got a tomahawk steak at midnight.
Oh my God! And you had to eat that with them.
Dude, if it weren't for the HGH, he'd be dead.
dead.
How could you eat a tomahawk steak at midnight? It's insane.
Right.
He was like, "What are you having? A salad?" I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's midnight.
It's midnight."
yeah.
These guys are eating 48 ounces of fucking meat. I was like, how can you do that?
And he just gets up and he's more ripped the next morning.
Honestly, yeah, more jacked. And then there was a couple of UFC fighters that were there too, and those guys are just,
Yeah.
they're so daunting. Dude, this one dude talked about, I'm not going to mention his name, but he talked about like after he got knocked out and he didn't do like they tried to do concussion protocol and they didn't really say whether or not he had one. They didn't know. And then 5 days later, he just passes out.
Jeez.
And then just like walking around.
Just passed out.
And he was joking about it. He was like, "Yeah, smack my head and everything." And I was like,
yeah.
"Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, it was okay."
Yeah.
Because I fell face first on concrete.
Yeah.
And he talked about it like it was like you and me saying, like, I stubbed my toe.
Yeah. He does.
I hit my toe on the bench, you know?
I think I heard it, maybe it was Joe Rogan or maybe Matt Serra, maybe Dana White. Somebody was like the thing with UFC fighting. It's obviously the muscles and the fighting technique, of course, important. But the number one thing they need to have is fearlessness.
Yeah, they just have to be raw and
Yeah.
That's what I did say about that F1 thing. The one thing about those youthful drivers, those kids, the kids are the best because they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They just are like, "What? I'm not gonna die."
No. Yeah. I know.
And if I do, fucking party on.
Dude, I used to go on roller coasters all the time. Like it didn't matter. I'm on roller coasters, and now when, you know, you don't go to the amusement parks for that long, but now the kids are old enough where they want to go. And like yesterday we were down at the Santa Monica Pier, and my stepson was like, come on, let's go on the roller coaster. Cause you know, Delilah's too small and Jasmine's too pregnant.
Yeah.
So they can't go on. So I was like, okay, let's go on. Like, we'll go on. Like, that'll be the last one. And like, but I was trying to buy time because I was trying to like work myself up to do it. And then I ate a like a funnel cake.
Oh, Chris.
Yes, I ate a funnel cake, and I blamed the funnel cake. I said, "Oh man, my stomach's killing me. Like, we got to make like an emergency
You
exit."
sis.
But it was all, I was fine. I felt great. It was because I didn't want to go on the roller coaster because I was scared. What if, because I have a fat face, thank you, and a fat body, what if when we're going on the roller coaster, the contraption, you know, goes up and I fall and that's how I die? And I was so scared to do that, where I never would have thought about that when I was 25. But now all these things you think about, like the roller coaster, I was like, they haven't, it's you know, COVID protocols. Who knows if I'm not worried about getting the virus, but what, you know, they're undermanned, they're understaffed. What if this thing comes off the tracks? They're probably not checking it. They're, you know, people are just getting benefits from good old sleepy Joe Biden and not coming to work. So I was like, you know, all these things could happen, and then I'm going to be the one that dies. So let me eat the funnel cake, fake the diarrhea, and then we'll go back home.
You're a wuss. Your kid, you should have helped your kid out. You're
I
a
know.
fat funnel cake loser. I love you.
I love you.
Sleepy Joe.
That's
Sleepy
how I-
Joe is going to be, he's probably in charge of all that stuff.
Yeah, well,
You know, Kamala has to change his colostomy bag every day.
every day.
Takes out of the poop bag and then throws it out.
Yes.
And then she's got to change his colostomy bag.
Every
It's
single
pretty
day.
crazy.
Yeah.
God bless Joe Biden. Let's see TT Jerry's Instagram profile. Now we can show up. So look, made me like, on the plane. I shouldn't have watched it on the plane. You know what I don't like watching on stuff on the plane, because you can feel people looking at your screen.
Yes.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
iPad needs to come out with like a thing that just attaches to my eyes so I can just stare at it. No one can see it.
One time on a flight, this was like 2019, I was on a flight and I was reading a book, and the name of the book is The Nazi Symbiosis, and it has a big swastika on the side. And I was reading it, and it's about how
And the whole time you're just going, dying laugh.
Well, no. It's I think I've told this story once on. I probably told this story once on another podcast, but it just, what you're saying, this is a real thing. I was sitting next to a woman. I didn't realize, you know, I was always in the aisle seat, so she could see the cover because I was like that. And there was a part in this book, The Nazi Symbiosis, which is really about, it's kind of like about Nazi and like the eugenics and like how like how their minds turned into doing what they did. It's like follows that. So one part, but they would talk about like the horrors of the Holocaust. And there's a part in the Holocaust where it's not funny.
Well, you're laughing already.
No. They wanted to, like, Hitler and
Goebbels?
Himmler, and Goebbels is the propaganda minister. Himmler was like really like
Himmler.
They were the ones that were like doing like the experiments, and they had one experiment where they were going to try to like invent something where like Nazis could fly, like some type of like flying power. So they would take members, like Jewish members, you know, people in the Holocaust, and in like this big slingshot.
Shut up.
I swear to God, like throw them up into the air with like this potion, and they would all just like
what, to see if they could fly?
Yeah, with this thing, because they would do all these experiments and they would fall.
What?
Like, I'm talking about like 100 yards in the air, and then they'd fall and obviously die. And when I was reading it, like, it was so shocking to me that I was like almost like repulsed and like laughing. And this woman at the end of the flight was like, you know, I just thought it was a little inappropriate that you were giggling in that book, and I want to know what that was about. And I explained to her, I've told the story before, and I explained to her that, hey, like the Nazis were injecting members of the Holocaust with like this magic potion and putting them in a slingshot and throwing them up into the air. Yeah, they were falling on the floor. So it's horrible, but I thought it was funny. And she was like, you know, someone in my family was killed in the Holocaust, and I don't think anything about that book was funny. And I was like, nothing about the Holocaust is funny. Like zero about the Holocaust is funny.
Insane.
I was like, but that, you know, like that's why I was laughing at that.
Slingshotting people?
They were slingshotting people into the air and then just standing there and be like, this one didn't work.
So insane.
You know? And so,
well, try it again.
Yes. Get another one in.
Reload. You know? Like, think about the mindset of these fucking pieces of shit. It is crazy that it's so interesting to want to learn about that stuff in history. But the more you read it, the more you're like, I can't believe this is what people actually thought.
Well, it's one of those things too where I love history, and I'm fascinated with reading books or watching documentaries about the enemies of the United States, because when you read about the United States, it's always like, you know, hey, we're winners, or we're going to put it to our citizens in a certain way. But when you read about other countries, you're like, oh, it's all the same everywhere you go. It's all the same. It's just the people group gets power and they treat the other group like dog shit. That's just what happens anywhere, from any country you go to. Yeah. But it's interesting. But it's an interesting thing. Well, to read those books.
It is But that's why I'm so afraid. I don't want to like look at stuff on a plane that I'm like. There's stuff that I want to read or watch, but you just can't. The guy on the way in was watching Game of Thrones. He was a really cool dude. We started chatting. He was a baseball scout for the Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and he gave me his
Can you be
card.
on the team because you have red hair?
He said yes.
Wow.
He said yes. I asked. He said yes. I said, my buddy Chris is going to want to know when I get back to LA if I could be on the team. And he said, you got it, kiddo.
Yes.
Gave me his card. So I think I'm pitching next week.
Great.
I got to go to Natty.
I want to come.
He said he was watching Game of Thrones and he had it tilted a little bit. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about the F1 show, and he was like, "That's great." He's like, "I'm watching Game of Thrones, but I gotta be careful on a plane because you know there's a lot of nudity on the show." And I'm like, "Well, you're good for me." And he was like, "Yeah, but you know, I've had it where like a kid is looking through the crack, you know, behind like just like a little pervert kid, is watching the set scene." And he goes, "I had to like put my elbow up through to block the seat. Otherwise, you have to turn to the dad and be like, 'Hey, dude, he's getting some titty education right now.'" Yeah. But that show, you do realize that when I watch stuff, and I'm like, I can't.
Right.
I don't want to, because even though it's like, it's not like a porno, it's just like a rated R show or movie.
Yeah.
But then you see someone, you're conscious of it, like whenever a sex scene, I'm always like, okay.
But you know what though? My feeling though, like if my kid, you know, I've been on flights with my kids, I kind of like, once we walk, I tell them all the time, like once we walk out, like there are rules in the house, like, you know, no cursing, obviously there'll be no nudity. But once you walk out into the real world, you're going to see stuff. I don't want to shield them from that because then they grow up and they act like idiots. So I would just, you know, if they turned around and was like, "What's going on?" I'd be like, "Well, you know, Cersei's getting fucked in the ass.
Pounded,
bud."
Well, I guess
you know.
I guess the nudity and sexuality of the United States is so different. Like, is nudity common in the Philippines? It's not a big deal, huh?
Yeah, my siblings, my brothers watch like anything, and my mom doesn't care.
Right.
Nobody says anything.
But Rudy, even on like the equivalent of like the CBS, like the local, you know, like the mainstream shows, they don't even block it out, right? The Filipino, like the United States, we block all that stuff out, or we say, oh, you know, you can't say shit, you have to say poo-poo. But then, you know, they'll show Rambo with like AK-47s and grenades, and you're like, yeah, well, obviously, you know.
We're okay with guns and death because we're a militarized country. We love the idea. Like, that's defense, dude.
Defense.
But sex is naughty. Naughty. Sex is wrong.
Did you see today, Jeremy Corbell came out, there's more UFO stuff where they're saying like now there's more sightings. And now the Navy is starting to say spokespeople from the active Navy, not like retired, like active Navy today are saying we believe they're a threat as well. So now it's like it's going to happen before the end. I've been saying this in almost every podcast I go on. Before the end of this year is over, I guarantee you they say the aliens are real, and I guarantee you they will say they're a threat. And here's the thing, baby. They are not real. That is other governments making aliens using their technology that they found. Those aliens are not real. Do not believe it when you see it. They are not real.
Who's making them? What country?
We have reverse engineered technology from these alien civilizations that have landed here, crash landed, and we have and they are all but peaceful with us. They don't really care about us, but in order for a threat, I don't know if it's the 1%.
Right.
Of course, it always could be George Soros. I don't know. But people now are going to, because the only way to unite us again is to have a war. We've already fought each other. There's only so many countries you can blow up. So now you have the Israel-Palestine thing happening.
What's going on? Go on.
So, yeah, it's about Jesus.
Was it in that book?
Yes. Yeah. So you have that. That's happening, and that's going to reach a precipice very soon. And then the aliens are coming right before the new year is up, and we're going to be at war. Maybe not at war with them, but the governments of the world are going to say, we need to unite, forget about racism and sexism and transgender bathrooms. We have a real threat now, and it's aliens want to take us away. Wow. Every time there's been a pandemic, every time there's been a pandy-wandy, alien sightings have increased tenfold. The bubonic plague, people start talking about aliens. 1918, people talking about aliens. So a lot of people think now aliens may have been the ones that dropped COVID-19, not the people from Wuhan.
It sounds alien-esque.
Yes, but do not believe it when you see it,
COVID-19.
folks. Yes.
So aliens did it.
COVID-19
Was aliens.
was aliens potentially, and the aliens that we're going to fight before 2021 is over are not real. They are government psyops.
What government? Our government? Chrissy
We're all
Sippies?
one world government.
Oh, it's the Illuminati.
Yeah, it's the Illuminati. Rudy, can we interest you in joining QAnon?
Oh, you're QAnon. We're in QAnon. It's a new group.
Can we interest you in that in QAnon? Do you know what QAnon is?
No.
Maybe you should go. That's something I think to write a nice college essay on.
On Q.
Pro QAnon.
You're pro Q. Okay.
What is that?
Just be pro Q and write about it.
Just say I'm pro Q.
No, but he's our fancy little lighter.
baby. No, I love it. We should. Are you guys ever consider doing an episode in Spain or going to Spain to his hometown?
We want to go to Spain to shoot a movie.
Are we going to do it?
We're gonna try to. We're gonna try our very
Working
hardest.
on it.
I would like to do it.
I think that's the move now, right? Is we might as well just try to shoot the movies ourselves.
Right.
I think that's
the move.
Because otherwise we could have 10 executive meetings with people who don't really want to do it.
No, let's just shoot it, and then you guys do it, and then if there's a part for old Chrissy Banks, I fly over economy middle seat.
You're gonna have to get a ticket without a seat.
Oh.
Where it's assigned to you at the gate.
I stand up, I hold on to the railing.
Yeah. Sir, please sit down. This is my seat.
Yeah, you just have to hang.
That's probably what it's going to be when it's going to come down to at some
Ryanair
point.
tried that twice, and the EU shut them down.
Ryanair did standing
Ryanair
room.
did standing seats.
They wanted to do that. They wanted to do just one pilot, standing seats.
That's genius.
Just one pilot is nuts. I mean, if you fucking get a heart attack or something, just one pilot's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Why not?
So cheap. Like you can fly.
Yeah,
for
but
20 bucks.
Ryanair, but Ryanair, the flights are like 20 minutes.
Have you done it, Ryanair?
Yeah,
flight
that's
before?
how I flew around. That's how I got around Europe when I was there. That's how you get around.
It's the easy, and you said it's like $20.
They fill the tank just enough so they can do emergency landings. So they
Wow.
Everything is calculated.
It's
So but there's people then in Europe that they fly country to country daily, like
Right.
Ryanair.
Sure. Yeah.
But it's just
going from here to Arizona.
Oh,
Like,
distant. Yeah, it's like, they're all 40 minutes flights. Like if you go to, I went England to France or England to Spain.
Yeah, it's
it's
an hour.
quick.
Just
It's
easy.
an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
Europe is a mini little, it's like Western United States.
Right.
That's how close they are. Like the states in Western U.S. are as big as the countries in Western Europe.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. I've been to Europe.
Except ours touch and not all their jazz touches because they got a bunch of water coming through.
water.
There's a bunch of water over there.
But the thing is with Europe, they're more cultured and they sound smarter and better and are more, cultured because the countries, it's all different cultures and languages.
But
Here,
so
it's like,
are we.
No, but you drive 3,000 miles in any direction, everyone's speaking English, pretty much.
But that's the only thing.
Yeah.
in common.
Except if you go down to Mexico. Or you ever been down to Louisiana?
I've never been down to Louisiana.
The Bayou Boys, man, they sound so different.
They sound crazy.
Well, they got that little bit song I've been about. It sounds like that.
And then you're like, gay?
What? Yeah,
What the
Kate?
fuck?
Oh, yeah, boy, come on out here. We live in that boy. The Bayou Boy. It sounds like that. It sounds like Waterboy. Remember Waterboy?
yeah.
That's what everybody sounds like down there.
Do you think they're pro-vaccine?
They don't even make it way down there.
No. They said,
That bad in there, man. Come down here, boy. I don't need none of that, boy. Hey, boy, come on, man. I go get the slave. Don't need it, boy. And the needle go stab me. Gonna be H. Give me the H. Got that horse?
I've never been to Louisiana.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So dope. I mean, New Orleans at least is where I went, and then I went shot guns and saw gators.
Wow.
Guns and gators. We did a guns and gators day, dude.
Yeah.
And then our boat got stuck in the swamp. I'm not kidding. It was so fucking funny. We're driving around. It's January. It's a buddy's bachelor party. We go shoot guns. We go take the boat out to go see gators in the swamp. We're drinking beers. And the dude that's operating it, who's just as fucked up as anybody else on it, it's his job to like stay sober and get us back through the marsh and the swamps. And he's like, oh, man, this boat's done. This boat be done. I was like, the boat's done? He's like, boat be done. We just put it on the shore. We just got put up on the shore. And he's like, we go have to wait till someone else come back. I was like, call someone. He's like, ain't nobody they call. We got to wait. I was like, holy shit. We just had to sit there and wait till somebody came by.
And at any moment, a gator can come and chomp our boat in half.
And I would just, at some point, I was like, what if it gets dark and now it's night? Now we're just sitting here all night in the fucking
So you just have to hopefully wait for another boat.
Oh, no, someone will come by. That's what he said. Someone will come by. It was like an hour and a half.
Nobody was even on the water at all.
And you had no one had cell signal. We had no cell signal.
You were in the middle of the water.
Yeah.
If you would have gotten out and tried to swim to land,
You're fucked.
You would have been eaten by a gator immediately.
The land is the water. It's the marsh, so it looks like you could step on shit, but you'll fall right through. It's the swamp.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just ran out of gas.
At the beginning, we're laughing.
Yeah.
25 minutes in, you're kind of chuckling, but it's weird. Half an hour, you're like, this is fucking.
Yeah.
An hour, you're like, panic.
Yeah.
Then an hour and a half, you're like, fuck it. And we just kept drinking.
Right.
Because then what are you going to do? I might fall asleep sweep in a swamp.
Sweep in a swamp.
I might sweep in a swamp.
And then what happened? Another boat came by and just you got on that boat?
Guy came by. Yeah. Guy came by. Then he was like, oh, I'll radio and blah. Guy came by. We got on that new boat. They left the old boat, and then they had to go get someone else to go tow it out.
They just leave it there. That captain should have went down with the ship. He's a pussy, that captain.
We just shot a hole in it, and he just sinks into the swamp.
Yeah, as he's sinking in, his body starts.
But it was fun.
By an alligator.
Louisiana was fun. That's how I chipped my tooth. You see my tooth in front?
No. Oh yeah, I do. Ew.
I chipped it on a crawfish shell. I was on mushrooms, and we were eating a crawfish boil. And then the next morning, I went to go get a po' boy sandwich, and the guy was like, I was playing with my tooth like this because I had a chip, and he goes, "What's wrong with your tooth?" And I was like, I chipped it on a crawfish shell, and he goes, "Oh, that's New Orleans." That's New Orleans. He was right though, man. I bit right through it. I chipped my fucking tooth in New Orleans.
I took mushrooms for the first time ever last week.
Get.
Yeah.
Did you do it on the pod?
I did it on the pod. I did it on the Patreon.
Did you feel good? Patreon, Chrissy D.
Patreon.com/Christy Comedy. We did it for the $5 level and up. And I did it with Gianni Palo, whose little brother Christian.
We saw his mom last night.
We saw Gianni.
Chris sent a text message to Gianni and said, "Best threesome we've ever had."
Yeah.
He was pissed.
Gianni was like, he goes, ha, ha, ha. And then he sent me a text like an hour later. He was like, you really didn't hook up with my mom, right? I was like,
Yeah, we
did.
What are you talking about? What do you think you came to LA for?
Yeah, dude. Why do you think I have you run on my TikTok?
She's tiny.
She's a tiny, so is he. So all her kids are tiny.
They say, we took your mom to France. She saw the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, boom. I took her to Pret a Manger.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
After that, we banged your mom. He's a good dude.
Great guy. I really appreciate his love and support these last years. We did mushroom.
Right, Republican.
Google Caitlyn Jenner. I want to see like her. Did she have a government website? Like a I'm running for. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes they do that. Where they have their
like
own,
a campaign website.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Let's see.
And by the way, we're going to get you out of here soon.
No, it's okay.
It's been.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's hot.
Yeah.
I like her as a woman a lot.
Yeah, not as a man. Oh, see, look.
There it is.
Caitlyn for California. Caitlyn needs an honest leader with a clear... California needs an honest leader with a clear vision. Our campaign will be powered by everyday Californians who deserve leadership and accountable to them. So look at this. The donate box, 50 is jumping at you.
It's saying, pick me. Pick me.
Please.
Yeah.
Don't do 5.
Should we
Don't
donate
do
to her?
25. Do 50.
Let's donate to her.
I'd give her. Look at that number. Look at how weird this number is. 5, 25, 50, 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and then 32,400. Who fucked up on the website? Is that like a number she needs left? That's all we need to pay off this gambling debt.
Yeah.
I can't believe Baylor won. This doesn't make any fucking sense.
Should we give her 25?
Well,
What do you want to give her?
make this a monthly reoccurring donation. So make it monthly and let's do the 32,400.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we remember the planets now. Just for a recap, what were the planets?
Go ahead. Remember
the acronym.
My very erotic mother.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
No, not who.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yes, who? Remember?
Who? No, my very erotic mother.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Something just suck nice.
Suck nice.
And the last P for?
Pussy.
Yes.
Should we have him take us out?
No.
Yeah, let's have you because you're a guest of the episode.
Okay, so then what's the thing? Because I know Whiskey Ginger, you say one thing.
We always say thank you for being a bad friend together.
Okay.
But I want you to kind of look in your single and end it the way you want to end it, and then you have to say at the very end of whatever you're going to say, thank you for being a bad friend.
Okay, so thank you. Okay, got it. Okay, I appreciate, Andrew, I appreciate you allowing me the chance to fill in. So I'm going to fill you up right after this. Rudy, it was a pleasure to be talked down to by you, and also Andres to be talked down to by you, I will be calling immigration. And I just and wait, how do we end it again? Thank you for being a bad friend. Okay. And of course, as always, I'd like to look right in the camera and tell you that QAnon is still accepting members. QAnon is still accepting members. And that's all I have to say. And Bobby Lee, if you don't come back, I'm going to take your job.
Yep.
Because your people have been taking mine, so now we're taking yours. Thank you for being a bad friend.